Hi, Alfred. Hi, Clara. Hi, RJ, the weatherman. What's poppin'? Brand new whip just hopped in. I ain't stopping when I'm shopping because I can't start copping when new stuff's dropping. I ain't flip-flopping. I'm shoe shopping. Hi, Tammany. How are you? I don't want anybody making a big deal about my new haircut. It looked really cute an hour ago. Guys, 62 years old. Look, I'm still clinging. I still got it. I also don't want you talking. David, don't say nothing about my watch. Please. It's off the table. We're not discussing my watch today. Also, guys, yesterday was 85 degrees out. Today it's like 30. I'm wearing this hoodie. I'm freezing. So, seashell sound. She sails down by the seashore. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck could chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck could. The sailor said, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. But my life, my lover, my lady is the sea. Do, 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 do. What's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Boogie Bob. I'm sorry, the methamphetamines are kicking in. It's me, your Boogie Bob. I'm over there. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't do any drugs. Is heroin a drug? I don't do any drugs, or don't smoke, don't drink. Very rarely do porn at work. I stopped doing porn at work. I'm just not, I don't think it's conducive for a... Hi, Tanya. How are you? Hi, Treaton. Treaton, you're a big winner. Treaton is a big winner, and so is Alfred Cluse, Valerie. There's... Guys, I give away about 22 necklaces already. I'm getting confused. I do know Treaton, Rev did send me your address. Alfred Cluse, email me your address. Valerie, if you're in here, please make sure you DM me your address or text me your address. We're doing the, I think these are so cute. I bought like 20 of them. I gave them all out to everybody just because they were so cute. They're very dainty and very small, so don't get your hopes up that it's something really big and huge. It's a little tiny, dainty necklace. My lady friends love them. It's a Jesus piece. It's Jesus. So I had people getting in my comments. I said go to the, I didn't know how to do a thing, contest. Rev is working every day now. So I just said if you guys can, get in the comments on the video I made, and people did, and they DM'd me, and they hit me on Instagram. Treaton, Valerie, Alfred Cluse, and there's, I think Billy. Billy wanted a cross, I think. So there's a few, and we'll take care of that as soon as possible. Shall we get into the news and views you can use if you choose? Now, if you choose not to use the news and views I use, then snooze you, lose you, fools. I am starting a brand new place tomorrow. I am extremely happy and excited. It is a big one. Tomorrow we got 10 employees at my brand new location. And then we're going to be back there on Tuesday with another 8 or 10. And it's chilly. It's chilly. Bowman's in the house. What's poppin', Bowman? How are you? How are you? Guys, let's get on with the news and views you can use if you choose. See no evil. Now they spell C, S-E-A. Some of you may know what this is. Some of you may not. So on campuses around America, but around the world in general, college kids are protesting Israel for the never-ending war against Hamas. or should we just say Palestinian people in general? Guys, I want to make it clear. Hi, Nayan. I support Israel. I don't support this forever. It can't go on forever. And there are thousands of people being killed. And at some point it's got to stop and then get to the table, figure it out, bring in snipers or something, but don't kill a whole town to get people. It's a very touchy situation, I know that. And I'm certainly against anyone fighting back and forth, even if it's retaliatory. For instance, yesterday, 2 days ago, Iran sent 300 missiles into Israel. Now, Israel should respond with 300 missiles back, not 9,000. I don't know how that works. I just would love it if we could all get along. Obviously we can't, but at some point when you got your foot on someone's neck, you gotta stop stomping. That's my opinion, and I hope that I'm not offending anyone, because that's not my thing. But one of the biggest controversies is these universities like Columbia. The catchphrase that everybody's using is, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. And that's what there used to be no justice, no peace for Breonna Taylor or for George Floyd. This is a chant that says, from the river to the sea, Palestine must be free. And basically what it's saying is, the phrase has been chanted at universities. It's an anti-Israel rally. It refers from the river, which is the River Jordan, to the sea, the Mediterranean Sea, which I swam in as a child. It's a call for the complete eradication of Israel, which I think is absolutely, anybody chanting that's a moron. Let's not eradicate anybody. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? I saw this today, and look at this. Tell me that's not the Arabic Snoop Dogg. For shizzle, my nizzo. It looked like the Arabic Snoop Dogg. Call me crazy. We're just going to do the news real quick. I've got a whole lot. I got a big event tonight at Hard Rock. I got to go to the gym. I haven't been to the gym. Oh, man, that's been 46 years. I have not been to the gym in 46 years. Also, guys, remember, I'm going to boycott the running of the marathon this year. I have been boycotting it for 35 years, and I'm not doing it again this year. One year was against the whales. Another year was against the seals. I'm against whales. All right. I'm against all whales. El Chapo. El Chapo. Alleged drug cartel guy. I don't think he is. I would never say he is. But this guy, very handsome man, by the way, El Chapo. He's saying that, bring me my kids, or I'll kill you. Brooklyn federal judge has rejected pleas by the notorious Mexican cartel member, El Chapo Guzman, for more contact with his wife and kids, telling the kingpin to take it up with the Bureau of Prisons. I'm staying out of that one. Okay, so we had the big eclipse. I brought you the Boogie Bob 2.5 hour extreme eclipse spectacular. By the way, I'm a little pissed off. One of my workers comes in last night. He shows me a video. It's him and Queen Latifah. She was filming around here somewhere doing the that show, The Equalizer. He goes, Bob, do you know who Queen Latifah is? I looked at him like, what are you talking about? She's supposed to be on my show for 11 years. He goes, oh, and he shows me the damn phone of him and Queen Latifah hanging out. She could have been on my show. A myriad meteors Space has another show in store for stargazers who didn't get enough out of this world action from last week's historic solar eclipse. The Lyrid, L-Y-R-I-D, meteor shower will light up the sky with peak views in rural areas across U.S. starting this weekend. You like meteor showers? The falling fireballs, debris from a comet, will be most visible Sunday night away from the city lights, said Peter Brown, a meteor physicist at Western University. I don't care about meteors as long as they don't mess with Uranus. I apologize. That was uncalled for. Caitlin Clark. You guys been following Caitlin Clark? Man, she's good. She is considered the greatest college basketball player of all time. And they don't say female. They say the greatest player, male or female. She outscored Pistol Pete Maravich, whatever the hell he did. Can you imagine? This is insane. Caitlin Clark, I was like, what's the big deal? It's a girl that can play basketball. I was wrong. I was wrong. She can play some basketball. So, she's the #1 draft pick. The #1 pick. Now, when a NBA player, a men's player, is the #1 pick, a LeBron James, Michael Jordan wasn't even #1 pick. It's very hard. There's only one #1 pick each year. The #1 pick is guaranteed $100 million. She's the #1 pick. She's getting $75,000 a year to play. Really. Hey, $75,000 is a lot for a lot of people. If I made $75,000, I'd be out on the street and have to get rid of 3 of my ladies. I don't know how I'd live. My cats eat $75,000 a year, I think. I don't look at the prices. I don't know. But I saw her contract. It's a 4-year contract, $300,000, $75,000 a year. Where she's going to get her money, though, is she gets 50% of jersey sales. And they already sold out of her jerseys the first day. She's going to make millions and millions. Yeah, someone like Steph Curry is, if you Google him right now, his net worth is at least $100 million. Because he won't sign a contract, a 4 or 5 year deal without at least $150 million. I'm sure it's more than that. LeBron James, I think it's like $1.9 million a game. A game. Might be more than that. She's going to get a Nike deal that's worth a lot of money. Every little girl in the world would probably love to have some Caitlin shoes on. Caitlin Clark is about to get some big bucks from Nike. The newest member of the WNBA's Indiana Fever is set to sign an 8-figure deal. Carry the 1, a comma, and a 0. That's $1 million. Wait, 6 figures is 100,000. 7 figures is, oh, it's double. It's 10 million or up. Someone get out a calculator. Carry the 1, add the 2, minus alpha and pi. Yes, it's 8 million trillion billion gazillion dollars. She's going to get an 8-figure endorsement deal with the company, with the expectation she'll also get a signature shoe, which of course, why wouldn't you? As well, according to Wednesday's report of the Athletics Shams Sharina. According to the Sharina, Clark's previous deal with Nike just came to an end, and both Under Armour and Adidas have made offers to the women's basketball superstar. Clark is rejoining with Nike. Good for her. So here's a perspective. The #1 guy, Victor Wembanyama, African kid, he's like 7'7" or something, but he can play some ball. Victor Wembanyama, the number 1 pick in the 2023 draft. He'll make $55 million for his rookie season, his rookie contract. $55 million. She made $75,000 per year. Now, how does that change? Well, okay, because obviously a men's basketball game on network is going to bring in $1.2 million, and they make a lot of money, NBA, from advertisers. A women's WNBA might have 200,000 viewers. Speaking of women, speaking of badass shorties, where is she? Here she is. This is Angel Reese. She went number 7 in the draft. She went to Chicago. Number 6, I think. Hold on. Let me turn off my... so you can hear it. That, my friends, is a badass Angel Reese.
Guys, that's Angel
And this is me proposing marriage.
I'm with Angel Reese. I asked her to marry me. She said no. Was it a no? Was it a hard no?
Yeah, it's a no for now.
Congratulations on all your success. You deserve it. So many people love you for a reason. You're amazing.
Angel Reese was drafted number 6 by Chicago, and the number 3 player was Camila Cardozo. She's 6'7". She just won a national championship. So Camila Cardozo and my fiance, kind of for now, Angel Reese, are going to be on the Chicago team, and I'm really excited about that. I will fly to Chicago, and I'm going to confront her at halftime. I'm going to run right out on there and say, listen, it's been 3 months. Is it a yes or a no? Because you said no for now. I don't know how it's going to go over, but I think she might enjoy me being a creep. ID Brooklyn girl killed by SUV. This is horrible. A 10-year-old girl was fatally struck by an SUV in Brooklyn, was identified by police Wednesday as the motorist was slapped with charges, but released with a desk appearance. Accidents happen. It's horrific and horrible, but accidents happen. I don't know what happened. Hayalde Yatel Wetzberger was standing in the marked crosswalk at Walkabout Street and Witt Avenue in Williamsburg around 2:40 p.m. when the Buick Enclave driver Isaac Krazak, 62, mowed her down while making a turn against the light. Well, that's obviously his fault. He didn't hit and run, thank goodness. Very happy about that. Guys, it is cold out. And when it's cold out, I can't fold out. Hundreds of squatters have taken over celebrity chef Marco Pierre White's former London restaurant after they moved into Gordon Ramsay's pub. As many as 400 people may have been taking over and throwing parties at the site. That's some squatters, my friend. Okay, it's going on. The first trial of a former or sitting U.S. president in the history of America. 240 years, whatever it is. Donald Trump is in court as we speak. Facing this, he's got 4 different court dates. This particular one, he's facing 35 felonies. What he did was he would, for years, say this property is worth $200 million, right? Then he would get loans against the $200 million. After you get the loans for the $200 million, then he would say, okay, it's, when he goes to sell it or whatever, it's $300 million. So he would say it's nothing, it's a piece of crap, and get a loan against that. You can't do that. Then he ended up falsifying records. That's for the other case. The case that he's just dealing with now is probably the most embarrassing, and it's the Stormy Daniels case. I honestly, I don't want the salacious details out there. I think if they're going to be, You know, talking about his penis shaped like an egg and all that. I don't think that brings anything to the table. What happened on this particular case is he was running for president in 2016. In 2015, the story, he had what's called a catch and kill deal with the owner of the National Enquirer magazine. My grandma loved the National Enquirer. You'll get the National Enquirer, it'll say Hillary Clinton killed a man in Reno. They don't care. They'll put anything they want, and that's fine. They didn't do any Trump stories, none. Hillary was a murderer. She was a lizard person. She was on heroin. Every day was a new ad, new thing. Nothing about Trump. People. So they found out when this went to Discovery that he had a deal with the owner of the magazine. It was his boy, that he would catch and kill any story having to do with Donald Trump. Well, the story got out that he had unprotected sex with several women, the porn star Stormy Daniels, while his wife was 8 months pregnant with Barron, God bless him. Anyways, what happened was George Cohen, is his name George? Michael Cohen was his fixer, his lawyer. He said, I'll take care of it. We'll give her $200,000. We'll say it was a campaign. They took money from campaign things to pay this. Can't do that. It's highly illegal. So he will be convicted of this one. Now, if they get a juror on there who says, I love Trump, then maybe he won't. By the way, the kid is 6'7". Very good looking kid. Very good looking kid. I wish him luck. I can't imagine him and his dad go fishing or play catch that often. If anybody knows her number, I would like to talk to her. It's important. It's really, and her also. And also, I just need to get Ashanti. Ashanti is pregnant with Nelly's child. I am pulling for them. Ashanti was with Nelly 20 years ago. They broke up. And if you don't know who Nelly is, down, down, baby, high speed in the Range Rover. It's getting hot in her, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I want to take my clothes off. Well, they're expecting their first child. They broke up for almost 20 years. They got back together, and now they're going to have a baby. Here's the hideous Sydney Sweeney. I don't know why they're calling her hideous, but here's the hideous. It's right there. Here's the hideous Sydney Sweeney. Neil Young. Old man rocker Neil Young. I was in the Bay Area. I was on BART. BART is a train that runs in the Bay Area. It's like a subway that we have out here. BART stands for Bay Area Rapid Transit. I was on a BART train, and I'm sitting there. I look up. I'm sitting right next to Neil Young. Rocker Neil Young is set to make at least $2 million annually off Spotify after returning to the service after boycott over Joe Rogan. Lady Gaga may want to think outside the box in Lower East Side standoff over the hipster nightclub. The Mother Monster famously began her career in the dives from downtown, but now for the haunts of the box. The box was one of my locations for years. I haven't done them for 20 years. It was a very grimy place. Public Enemy. Public Enemy. 1990 was another summer. Sound of a funky drummer. Chuck D will receive the President's Volunteer Service Award from the Hip Hop for Peace organization and National Gun Violence Awareness Day, June 2nd, as the group holds Rap for Peace conference in Santa Monica. I got my first contract. I was paid $500 to make an album. My very first one was 1988. I took my $500. I bought a little tiny necklace about this size, and it was a Mercedes-Benz emblem, silver, probably $30. And I bought 2 cassette tapes. One was Yo Bum Rush the Show, Chuck D and Flavor Flav, and the other was Rakim. And those tapes changed my life. They sent me on a 40-year journey. Student banned over a slur video. Guys, you can make your little videos, but you got to watch what you say. This teen rapper says his New York school is tripping. The LGBTQ high school student in Chappaqua claims he was wrongly suspended for dropping gay slurs. Don't do that. And a satirical freestyle recorded in his friend's home. Horace Greeley High School freestyle rap in October landed him in the hot water when he secretly recorded by his friend while he was spitting lyrics. The student, identified only as OJ, in docs used the word F-A-G-G-O. You get the rest. I don't think that word is acceptable in any way, shape, or form. Not cool. And twinks. Now twinks, I think you can. Twinks refers to a young gay man. Now I'm in the gay community called a bear. I'm like an old grizzly bear, but no guys like me, so I don't have to worry about it. Now if I went to prison, I'd probably be pretty popular among the older gay prisoners. During the rap session, he deployed tongue-in-cheek lyrics that are purposeful, over-the-top of parodies of raps. Fatal carjack mystery deepens. A Florida woman found dead in a burned vehicle after she was abducted during a broad daylight carjacking at a busy intersection last week had called her husband to say someone was following her and rammed her car. Guys, if you're in a car driving along and someone comes up and rams you, don't pull over. Drive your ass to the police station or go to a Dunkin' Donut. Don't pull over. That's one of the oldest tricks in the book. They sit there, they bump you, they get out, oh God, I don't know it, and they kidnap you. Ladies, if someone bumps into your car, please do not pull over. Drive slow and go to a police station. Catherine Alcantara Guerrero de... Bro, I'm not even halfway done with her name yet. I'm going to try it again. Catherine Altagracia Guerrero de Gavavista. And her husband, however, did not call 911 after speaking on the phone before she was kidnapped last Thursday. Her body was found in a car. God bless her. I want to show you a video that I made last night. I didn't make it. I kind of threw it together. I saw it on TMZ. This is insane. This is the kind of people in the world. This woman, I forget her damn name, Nunez. This is her uncle. Warning, his face is blurred out, but the uncle passed away at home a couple hours before this video. He was dead. She took him to the bank to get a bank loan for $3,600, pretending he was just sleeping. Here you go.
Okay guys, this is one of the craziest stories I've seen in a while. This lady is Erica Nunez. She's from Brazil, and unfortunately her uncle passed away earlier that morning at home. What did she do? She threw him in a wheelchair, wheeled him down to the bank, pretended he was Weekend at Bernie's, put a pen in his hand and tried to get him, even though he's dead, to sign for a loan for $3,600. She went on and on and on, and she was talking to him. Hi, Uncle, I love you. Can you sign? Putting the pen in his hand. The lady at the bank was not buying it. She called the cops. Erica de Sousa Nunez was arrested. I'm not sure what they're going to charge her with, but what a horrible lady. Poor uncle. God bless him. And God.
Just while I was showing you that, I flipped through the tile, and there she is. Ghoul gal busted for corpse loan. There's her dead uncle. She has her head on the back. She has her hand on the back of his head going, Uncle, do you want to get a loan? Yes, I do. Can you sign, Uncle? She put a pen in his hand and was doing this. This woman deserves prison. Let's find out what they got her for. In a mind-boggling scene straight out of Weekend at Bernie's, I think they stole my shit. A Brazilian woman reportedly wheeled the corpse of an elderly man into a Rio de Janeiro bank Tuesday to try to get him to co-sign on a loan. The bank customer, identified as Erica de Souza Vieira Nunez, was captured on video standing next to the deceased man seated in a chair and seemingly holding up his drooping head. The wild clip was first aired on TV Globo, Brazil's largest broadcaster, captured Nunez talking to the dead man, whom she addressed as her uncle, and asking him to sign the documents for $3,400 loan. "Uncle, are you listening to me?" she said repeatedly. "You need to sign the contract. If you don't sign, there's no way, because I can't sign for you." Nunez says in the video, while thrusting a pen in between his limp fingers and instructing him to sign. "And hold it hard," she said. "Sign so you don't give me any more headaches. I can't take it anymore," she says. When a bank worker tries to point out that the man's color looks off and he appears not well, Nunez dismisses the employee's concerns. "He's just like that," she says. "He doesn't say anything. He's a very quiet person." Yeah, no shit. Nunez says, "Uncle, do you want to go to the hospital again?" She's really selling this, bro. Bank staffers quickly called the cops, who arrived and arrested Nunez. It was later determined that the decedent, identified as 68-year-old Paulo Roberto Braga, had been dead for several hours prior to the trip to the bank. She tried to pretend to get him to sign the loan. He already entered the bank dead, Police Chief Fabio Luiz told the Globo. The main thing is to continue this investigation to identify other family members and find out more about the loan. Nunez could face charges of theft through fraud or embezzlement. And there she is. "Uncle, why are you not signing, Uncle? Here, I'll hold your hand because I love you so much, Uncle." 47 years in child rape and kidnap. I think 47 years is not enough. The creep who kidnapped a 9-year-old girl from an upstate campground. I followed this story. I brought you the story. He kidnapped her, then he went home to his mobile home. They found her in his mobile home. I'm glad she's alive. Sexually assaulted her, will spend at least 47 years in prison. Craig Ross Jr. was sentenced Wednesday to 47 years to life behind bars about 6 months after he snatched the girl while she was riding her bike at Monroe State Park. The kidnapping sparked a massive search that ended 2 days later when the girl was found alive. That's so rare. In a trailer in the backyard of Ross's mother's home. Ross, 47, pleaded guilty to first-degree kidnapping and predatory sexual assault against a child in February. Seems that the first day he got to prison, he got all the sex he never dreamed of, as man after man took turns polishing his doorknob. I don't know what that means, but Judge James Murphy III sentenced Ross to 25 years to life on the kidnapping and 22 years to life on the sex crime, and he is now very, very popular in Cell Block B. I hear you can have a date with him for a pack of smokes. Shall we get on with it? Because it's been a long time since I left you without a dope rhyme to step to. Think of how many week shows you slept through? Time's up. Sorry I kept you. Thinking of a master plan. But there ain't nothing but sweat inside my hands. So I dig into my pocket, all my money spent. I dig deeper, still coming up with lint. So I start my mission, leave my residence, thinking how could I get some dead presidents? I need money. I used to be a stick-up kid, but then I think of all the devious things I did. I used to roll up. This is the hold up. Stop smiling, I'm funny. Nothing move but the money. But now I learn to earn because I'm righteous. I feel great. So maybe I might just search for a 9 to 5. And if I strive, then maybe I'll stay alive. So I walk down the street, whistle is this, feeling out of place, cause man, do I miss a pen and a paper, a stereo, a tape of me and Eric B, and a nice big plate of fish, which is my favorite dish. But without the money, it's still a wish. Cause I don't like to dream about getting paid, so I dig into the books of the rhymes I've made. Let's rock him. Boom. Capricorn. Capricorn. Don't change methods and routines you feel comfortable with. You don't think you have to adjust your likes and dislikes just to be fashionable and move with the times. Today's fashion will be tomorrow's landfill. So stick with what you know and trust. Virgo. One of the most fortunate times of the year is about to begin. Are you ready? The sun's entry into your fellow earth sign of Taurus tomorrow will bring good times your way, but they could be even better if you make an effort to meet opportunities halfway. Sounds like a sexual encounter to me, but what do I know? I had a sexual encounter back, I think Nixon was in the White House, around 75, Aries. I heard sex has changed a lot since then. The past few weeks have been enthralling and exhausting. Now that is definitely sexual. Definitely. And enthralling in equal measures. But now you would be smart to slow things down a bit. Definitely sexual. Not even an Aries can move at the pace forever. So cut back on less essential activities and give yourself room to breathe. And let's just do the last one. Let's let fate decide where the wheel of deal will end. I'm not touching it. I don't know what it says. That's a Gemini Cancer. I'm doing them both. I can't pick one or the other. Gemini. You enjoy acting on impulse, but over the next few weeks you must be a little less spontaneous and instead try to plan ahead and ahead a step or two at a time. No, it won't take the enjoyment out of life. In fact, it might even add to it. What was the other one? Cancer? I think it was Cancer. Get busy on all those plans you have been thinking about and talking about, but never got around to actually starting. If you make a real effort over the next 24 hours, it won't be long before you have something encouraging to show for it. Scorpio. Okay, big shot, so you got a new haircut. I guess that makes you think you're better than us. Just because you're 62 years old and have all your hair and it's just kind of flowing in the wind doesn't make you a better man than me. In fact, you're nothing. First of all, I don't know why they would write something like that. That's kind of hurtful, to be honest with you. Here I am feeling all good about my hair, and then they have to besmirch it. I gotta be honest with you, I'm not happy about that. I'm not doing it. Audrey Hale killed 6 at a Tennessee school. Audrey Hale, kin to aim to bar killer's writing. Is this a transgender person? I don't know. Parents of the victim of the 2023 Covenant school shooting begged a judge not to release the killer's manifesto. After hearing in Nashville on Tuesday, transgender Audrey Hale killed 3 children and 3 adults at her former Tennessee school in March last year before being shot dead. They just saved the taxpayer a whole bunch of money. I'm not going to... there has been a... look at Jeff Bezos. So guys, if you're the richest man in the world, that's your shorty right there. I ain't hating. Go ahead, Playboy. You did what you did when you did what you did, bro. I ain't hating. Now, there's a difference between a man with $200 billion and a man with none. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. I got more hair than me. You got more cash than me. I'm holding on. I lost all the teeth. Donald Trump, president campaign. By the way, this is insane. I just when you think it can't get any weirder, Donald Trump now has sent out messages, well, his team has, to all the other candidates in the Republican Party, saying he wants a cut of whatever they bring in. He's now the Don. He's now the mobster guy. So if Ted Cruz or whoever's getting money by mentioning Donald Trump, he wants a piece of the pie. Donald Trump presidential campaign is asking down-ballot Republican candidates to send along a minimum of 5% of their donation hauls if they choose to use his name, image, or likeness in any of the solicitations, including speeches. A Monday, so you know the cheap ones, they're going to be like, guys, I need you to support me and support our president, our ex-president, what's his name? You know who I'm talking about. Because if you say his name, you got to pay him. And by the way, 5% is minimum. He wants 5%. The Monday's letters to the GOP digital vendors signed by top Trump advisors Susie Wiles and Chris Laxivita call for a minimum of $5 of all fundraising solicitations should go directly to Trump's National Committee, which is to fight his lawsuits. This includes, but is not limited to, sending the House file prospective vendors and advertising ad letters. And if you send more than 5%, it will be looked at favorably by the Trump campaign. Sounds like a little extortion to me, but what do I know? I don't know nothing. What do I know? I'm not doing that. Everything on here is woke, woke, woke. Woke this, woke that. China, not doing it. Joe's killer image, Haitian immigrant who allegedly killed 2 of his roommates in New York used the Biden administration Signature 1 program to legally enter the, I don't care. Hackers bug New York budget. I'm not doing it. This was horrible. I saw this yesterday. This guy in a hoodie. This is a lady, he's a student. The lady sitting there, he slaps her as hard as he can a couple times. I put on the comments he should do 10 years just for what he did. And a viral posting this week, a male student in Northern Carolina school walks up to a teacher and slaps her across the face. He slapped her so hard twice. Second time, knocked her glasses all over the place. She just stood there like, what else you got, bitch? She was a gangster. He should never be allowed to go to school again. Carl Every Hobb. Look at this guy. He looks shady. Something's going on. He's a big money mogul. Killed in a ski accident. Or was he? A billionaire, long believed to have died in a ski accident, may actually be alive and living with his younger woman in Moscow. Carl Irvian Haub. He was 58 at the time. He vanished on a solo ski tour in the Alps back in 2018. I ain't hating on him. A 6-day search yielded no sign of the businessman, and he was declared dead. Now, however, the state prosecutor's office in Cologne, Germany, has opened a probe into allegations that Haub, his brother Christian, lied when he said he had zero information indicating that his brother was still alive. The Daily Beast said the investigation followed journalists with the broadcaster RTL uncovered photos allegedly showing Haub in Moscow in 2021, the same year he was legally declared dead. Ma'am, I know you were married to your husband for 50 years. And he became a billionaire in that time. But he died skiing. So, he's not with a younger girl in Russia. No, he died skiing. Brian Koberger. You heard of this piece of shit? He's the one that allegedly killed the 4 students in Idaho. Yeah, you are the hoe. Brian Koberger's lawyers claimed in a new alibi filing Wednesday that cell phone data will show the accused killer was miles from the Idaho spot where 4 college students were slain. He drove throughout the area south of Pullman, Washington. Pullman is about 10 miles from Moscow. Guys, they have the knife. They have his DNA on the sheath. They have the identity. He has these really bushy eyebrows. He's busted. This is what you get in New York City, bro. You're walking around, SVU. And you see this all the time. I saw him filming the other night. SVU's everywhere. I don't even film it anymore. I've done it so many times. Bad meth. Isn't all meth bad? An alleged meth user landed behind bars when she called Indiana police to rat out her drug dealer. Guys, if you buy a dime bag and someone rips you off, you don't call the cops and say, this weed is no good or this coke is no good. Jimmy sold it to me, because you're going to jail too. Don't be a moron. You get beat in the drug game, you get beat. Back in the crack days, they're still around, but I had friends who sold crack, and they would take sheetrock. You know, sheetrock is and your walls of your apartment or your house have the white chalky. They would take it and smash it up, and it would turn into little white rocks. And they would sell that to morons who lived on the Air Force Base, airmen. An alleged meth user landed behind bars when she called Indiana police to rat out her drug dealer, telling cops the batch was not what it was supposed to be. The crank I bought isn't good enough, sir. Here's proof. Sarah Harris, 34, dialed 911 in January to complain twice that she was supplied with a bad baggie of methamphetamine. An arrest affidavit obtained by the smoking gun shows Harris then allegedly handed the drugs over to cops at her home in the city of Bedford in hopes that they would test the authenticity.
Every time the clerk sees me, he's always like,
Harris was slapped with a felony possession rap.
I tend to get it over.
Officer,
Sorry.
I just bought this cocaine. Here it is. I need you to... Here, officer. Here's the coke. Now you're going to take this, sir. And I got to be honest with you. When I sold it to my customers yesterday, they didn't like the consistency of the coke. So if you could... treat. I got you covered. I got Alfred Kloos, Treat, Valerie, Billy, somebody on my in the comments, I got to go back. Somebody very, very sweet, very nice, said they always wanted one. Beautiful piece. By the way, I've got like 8 or 9 of these. This has put on the armor of God. It's from Ephesians. I love this one. I got a matching ring. I've got silver and gold of these. I just was buying pieces. Look at how beautiful that is. Put on the whole armor of God. Beautiful. Beautiful. The Jesus pieces go out tomorrow. Well, guys, I'm working tonight, tomorrow, and I have a huge part. They'll go out this week. All right? So you learn stuff on the show. If you're going to buy methamphetamines and it's not good, make sure you call the cops. And tell them, sir, I want to turn in drugs. Why don't we do this? Because we're getting out of here. Why don't we show some cute puppies? Look at that. Some cute ass puppies. Little cute puppies. You can tell I'm scraping the barrel when all I got is cute puppies. If you're a horse guy on the aqueduct, it looks like Cali Storm came in second. I don't know shit about it. I don't know nothing about it. Aaron Judge bobblehead. If you go to the game on Saturday, April 20, that's 420. You know they're going to be smoking weed on 420. It's also Hitler's birthday. I always remember that because my friend's birthday is the same day. The New York Knicks are playoff bound. I don't know shit about it. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I ask you all to please start looking at my hair. It's just hair. It's like anybody else's. Except mine is really silky and shiny and smooth. It looked really cute a while ago. I got to throw some gel in there. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. David Young, I love you. Mr. Bott, my dear friend from Sweden, how are you, my friend? RJ, the weatherman, did not tell me how cold it was out here today. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you enjoy the channel, please hit the like button. Hi, Lila. How are you? God bless you, Lila. Joe Hernandez, my dear friend. How are you, Joe? I hope that you're well. I don't want you looking at my watch today. It's just not, it doesn't add anything to the... Norway. I said Sweden. I am sorry, Mr. Bott. God bless you. That's fighting words. Fighting words. I said Sweden. It was Norway. I've had some issues the last couple weeks where family members not doing that well, so I haven't been able to sleep. I'm on no sleep. It's 11 days with no sleep. And also methamphetamine. So. And you know, I think I got a bad batch. I'm going to call the cops and get to the bottom of it. Please be kind and loving to yourself. I love you too, Treat, and I love you more, and Papo. Be good to yourself because you deserve it. Be good to others because they deserve it. You never know if one nice thing you say can help. Like, look at Super Pokey Guy. Just said bitch and why. Made my day. Thank you. You can make other people's day just by a compliment, just by being kind and loving and good. And that's what we want to do. Isn't that what we want to do? Thank you for tuning in. I love you all very much. Don't forget, I'm releasing the new Boogie Bob shirts. Subscribe to kindness. I'll talk to you later. God bless you.